Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Rome 2 Siege battle for you today, and this one is already getting underway. We already have a little bit of a sally out going on here. We have Numidian riders here that have already sallied out and taken out some Balearic slingers here under the noses of the Lusitani. But yes, we are here with another Rome 2 Siege battle for you today, and this is a glorious 3v3 at the famous city of Carthage. As you can see here, Carthage are defending, and they are facing their old enemy of Rome, and both sides got themselves a little bit of help here today. Carthage have called upon their African allies in Mesacely, or as I'll probably end up calling them, Numidia. Most of this video I'll probably end up calling them that. And they've also called upon the famous phalanxes of Macedon here as well. And Rome have got their own phalanxes. They've got the Seleucids. I don't actually know if they have brought any pikes here today, but you know what? It's the thought that matters. And they've got the fearless warriors as well of the Lusitani here, which I guess really should be allies of Carthage. Is like the Spanish tribes kind of were a little bit, certainly during Hannibal's invasion of Rome they were. But yeah, so a really good little charge off there. I mean, unfortunately, didn't actually rout that Balearic slinger. Nearly did. 46 remaining. As you can see, that has forced the Lusitani to be a bit more defensive and boxing up his defense now. He's got a lot of Lusitani nobles actually available. It seems like he's got them scattered on the walls and also, not on the walls, sorry, on the towers that will be going onto the walls, and also here on the ground. So it seems like he's got a bit of protection ready for any other further cavalry charges. I mean, the Numidian riders are hiding in that forest over there, but they may be found very soon by the Azat Knights here that are being brought up by the Seleucids. This guy is very heavily armored. But yes, if you're enjoying Rome 2 action and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, guys, it's very much appreciated, and it really does help out the channel. But yes, Rome against Carthage is not a Rome 2 battle if these two guys aren't on the battlefield, that is for sure. And I actually got ammunition being wasted here. I think this is, yeah, Cretan archers maybe? Certainly someone was wasting some ammunition there. I'm not quite sure who that was, but they were firing at the towers. Yeah, I can see it again. Who is that? I presume that is, yeah, it's the Cretans all the way back here. Firing off shots. I mean, they are actually shooting back as well. They're getting hit by something. I presume that's the Scorpion towers or something. But yeah, they're just wasting ammunition onto these Eagle cohort here. Really, really bad play. You need to make sure you have your fire wheel off, because otherwise your army will just waste its ammunition on towers, which is just going to do nothing. You can see Lusitani nobles now landing on the walls. These are actually the most elite troops that Lusitani have available to them. So being sent up first, this is an interesting tactic. Setting in his elites first, maybe try and make a bridgehead. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, I mean, I'd really save your elites for last, because the enemy will be as well, or the defenders in this case will be as well. Iberian swords are a much cheaper and more effective unit to send up first. I'd have thought they can soak up that ammunition, and because like the enemy will have their full ammunition at this point, like, and all their units, so they'll definitely happily just fire as many shots at that Lusitani noble as possible. Looks like Seleucids have been given a bunch of tortoises, and they're going to try and knock down a few holes in the wall, make some big breach points. It's always a good idea, as his artillery is going to fire down into the thorax. Swords down here, this will be a really good target. I mean, you just fire directly down. I mean, if it's manually firing, you can hit so much stuff. If I can get in a right angle, look at that like angle that you have there. You can just fire straight down and just hit all of the thorax. Which would be really, really good. But yes, this replay was sent in by a member of my Discord. If you want to join my Discord to send in your own replays or just to chat and see what extra stuff is going on the Discord, then feel free to do so. The link is down below in the description of this video. We have Eagle cohort already landing as well. We have the javies of the thorax swords being thrown up, most of them hitting the sides and being pretty ineffective, and these Eagle cohort will avoid any sort of massacre there from javelins. So that's always good to see. If you're rooting for the Romans, do let me know who you're rooting for. Are you rooting for the attackers or the defenders? But yeah, I've been told that this one does have a pretty epic comeback, so is certainly worth sticking around and seeing how this one ends, that is for sure. And make sure you get yourselves some snacks, get yourself some drinks, and yeah, we'll get straight on into it. But yeah, we'll see what goes on that in the next few moments. As I just wrestle with the mouse that is now just fighting against me. I do apologize. So yes, I have my own battles, it seems, as the mouse is just playing against me, it seems, today. There we go. Let's see. Eagle cohort, though, marching on the walls here. getting landed. It's going to be a glorious, glorious fight, that is for sure. You can see here the Lusitani nobles, they're getting ready. They're preparing. They're just jabbing down here, actually. They're taking out these, they're trying to take out these Cretan archers here. They're doing a pretty reasonable job of it, that is for sure. But yeah, really blobbing up their towers at the moment. I don't know if this is just to try and protect the infantry that they are trying to drop. I'm not sure. They are actually also trying to blow up, well, not blow up, but knock down a bit of the wall here. 54% damage at the moment, and it's not a bad idea, but certainly would not use to be firing fire ammo, because that is a little bit risky. That's for sure. You can see it there already being used. Lots of shots going in. I certainly be using like not regular rounds, but just because they're more effective and do a little bit more damage to walls and things like that. But here we go. The breaches have been opened. Oh, and we got a few bugs here. Look at this. It's really unfortunate for Seleucids. A load of bugs have happened in the wall, and like there's like no breach points really been opened here. Oh, this one has worked. So they got one breach point, but I think this is because when you knock so many close to each other, it does do a lot of damage. So yeah, that is probably the issue there. That is for sure. So yeah, they need to be careful of that. That is, as you can see, Carthage though is so prepared. They have so many Libyan infantry ready, and they're actually going to just prepare here. They'll probably throw their jabbies in a moment when the Seleucids come over the breach point, if they ever do. Or maybe they won't. Who knows? They are actually going through here, and there's a lot of bodies out here as well. Did we have a chariot charge or something? It looks like we might have done, or some. It looks like there's certainly been a bit of a chariot charge that's taken place. I don't know whether the it might have been the defenders. I might have had one. But yeah, I think it might have been a charge out by the Massaisli. I'm not entirely sure, but looking like this is a lot of dead Seleucids out there, so that would make me guess there was a charge out by the Massaisli. I didn't see that charge though. Thorax swords are preparing here for the Macedons. They're preparing against the Seleucid Thorax, so I'm sure Thorax versus Thorax. I'm sure only the Thorax will win out of that one. Thorax swords here, battling off against Libyan infantry as well. Seems like there's a big blob up here though of Seleucids. They need to be careful about this because they could just get focused down, and as you can see, there is pull-throughs going on by the Seleucid player. We say it every single time, and we just pull-throughs just don't work. You're going to lose a lot of men and just unnecessarily, and it's also just cheating. You shouldn't do it. So shame on the Seleucid player there. I don't know if he did on purpose, but yeah, you should try to avoid doing it if possible. We've got a losing fight here, as you can see. Macedonians here battling off against Lusitani troops down on the by the wall. And they're really they're having a rough time, put it like that. Yes, it does seem as though the Lusitani swords up here are like shooting down, and they're actually focusing down these thorax up here and doing a pretty decent damage to them. I mean, they are actually now back to combat even, so maybe they'll be okay. We will see. Hoplites losing here though against the Lusitani nobles as well. Actually, the Lusitani nobles also losing. So I mean, they should probably defeat those swords, I imagine, before they defeat they get defeated by the hoplites. We'll see a big blob up here. The Numidian light infantry now taking on Lusitani nobles as well. Also, we have mercenary Italian swords here, fighting against Eagle Cohort. It's not a fight they're going to win. These mercenary Italians are just getting outmatched, and those Romans are killing their own kinsmen, I guess, technically. I guess these could have been their own kinsmen before they got conquered by the Romans. It's hard to say. Armored legionaries up here, waiting. There's plenty more legionaries to go in, and you can see down here a whole mix of all stuff. Armored legionaries, Eagle Cohort, Evocati Cohort, just legionary cohort. They got loads of different Romans ready to go in. Look at this serious blow up going on here though. Thorax losing as they take on Libyan infantry, which are also losing, but that's mainly because I think these Thorax have pulled through in a lot of places. Again, trying to do it here, or I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to maneuver, and they're losing a lot of troops for this. So yeah, superior local force apparently in the area. I've never seen that one before. As you can see down here, the Libyans look like they're defeating these thorax, and we're seeing even more thorax being brought up by the Macedonians. I mean, we've got a bit of a fight going on over here as well. This seems a little bit messy. I don't know why no one's decided to flank these thorax swords here. Seleucus just setting in more troops into this one point here. They could do with maybe doing a charge movement to these thorax, or setting up some archers or something just to shoot them in the flank. What do we got here? Late Carthaginian hoplites. Yeah, plenty of hoplites. I mean, there's a few cracks starting to open, mainly over here where the Seleucids and the Romans are having a lot of joy. And we've got a whole like Macedonian thorax swords here that's getting flanked. Yeah, that unit is very much cut off. There's not got a chance of getting out of there. But the Numidians down here taking on the Spanish. It seems as though Lusitane nobles, they've got, I believe, they've got a very strong melee attack, but their melee defense is not that great, or their armor's not that great. I mean, they've probably got okay armor. 45 armor, it's okay, but nothing like incredible. And I mean, their melee defense is actually 48. It's slightly better than the melee attack. So yes, it seems as though I think the Lusitani nobles here have 64 melee attack. That's what the right stats. But yeah, their melee defense actually is 77. I must have been looking at the wrong unit. Must have just changed. I think we might have been looking at the Desert Legionaries. Yes, they are a little bit different. So my apologies there. Yeah, I mean they're doing okay now. I mean, in some areas they are still losing decisively as well in a few spots. As you can see here, they're not doing too bad. Fighting on. Keep going, boys. Yeah, Rome is making some pretty good progress, as we can see here. And we also got lots of Seleucid archers on their way up now. Lots of actually, these, did they say light archers? Yeah, Persian light archers coming up. Which are pretty solid, if I believe. They're firing over. I think they're also trying to just help compete in this fight over here with the thorax of the Macedonians going in. Also the Libyan infantry here being committed. I mean, there's a lot of dead thorax on here for the Seleucids. They've actually Seleucids are nearly out of infantry. They got, looks like one, maybe, well, there's like one, certainly two fresh ones. Another one that's pretty fresh. So I'd say 4 fresh infantry sword units there. And there is another one back here actually, and a Silver Shield Pike. So they do have some pretty decent units. They do have actually brought a Phalanx unit, which is good to see. Equal cohort. And we've also got Macedonians. I thought they were selling out actually, but they're not. They're just right by the gate. So yeah, that is good to see. That if you're rooting for the defenders anyway, that the Seleucids are not quite defeated, but they're in a little bit of trouble. This Libyan infantry here is still isolated. Yeah, it's a big bit of a blob down here, and Carthage is not giving any ground. He doesn't want to lose his sacred city just yet. Yeah, pretty brutal fight down there. The Romans actually getting involved to try and get this all cleared up for the attackers. Lusitania are now fighting against their old allies, the Carthaginians here. These hoplites I don't think will hold forever. They're doing okay at the moment actually against Lusitanian nobles. I think these are just seeing a lot of action. Iberian swords also being committed. Like I said, bizarrely the Lusitania sending its like nobles ahead of these Iberian swords and the veteran shield warriors. So I don't know why. Maybe because it just felt like they wanted to get a lot of progress with their elites. Or maybe they just felt like they were not throwaway faction, but like they could just throw their whole might at the defenders, and the Romans could then come in and mop it up. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Lusitani spears and nobles and stuff back here. Ready to go. Bailout slingers as well. But yeah, all ready to like sort of go in when needed. But they are kind of, I'm not thin on the ground again with also. They have still got some of the Iberian swords still dotted around. But I mean, like I said, the Iberian swords, I mean, veteran shield warriors are pretty solid. They're heavy infantry. But yeah, Iberian swords just like kind of medium. They're going to get defeated by most things. Armored legionaries now coming this way as well. So like I said, I think Rome's really supporting both assaults at the moment. And yeah, that could be, I mean, he is probably going to be the major player on this attacking side. Rome's always usually are. The Lusitani nobles here battling with Cretan archers that I presume are out of ammo and all these hoplites. Hoplite walls at least are pretty good. They're like once in a choke point, they're pretty tough to get out of choke points. And especially when they're in phalanx as well, we can do a lot of damage. Romans here now pouring on in. And we've got the Numidians here. They're also just about to stack up, and they're just going to sit in this choke point, and they're not going to give any ground. Yeah, I mean, balance power right now is slightly in favor of the attacks, I'd say, but only just. It's a shame we can't see what numbers there are left. There's a cohort moving up. I guess they're gonna use their pilum and try and just use every bit of ammunition they have to support. It doesn't seem like the Lusitani are making any ground here. In fact, they are just retreating. Not a bad idea. Are they gonna do maybe a cycle charge or something, perhaps? We'll try and bait some troops like maybe out of the choke point. I'm not sure. The Romans, though, are ready to go in, I guess. They're all set up here. And oh, I can hear artillery going off. I don't know who's that on. I think that might be shooting on the defenders. I can't see any defending artillery, as far as I'm aware. Now, what's this back here? Agrian and Axeman. Yeah, I think that must be an attacking artillery piece shooting there. And this choke point over here is looking like it's finally going to go in favor of the defenders. I'm not of the attackers. Sorry. Doesn't seem like these defenders have enough or want to commit any more to this choke point. And certainly the Romans are here as well. You can see the Romans in the back line throwing their javies, in fact, mercilessly. Pretty nasty of them. And even more Seleucid thorax coming in. They can't have many of them left. There you go, they're going to retreat, maybe try and bait out these troops, I'm not sure. They'll lose a few men from that, they need to be careful every time you do that. But yeah, more javies coming in from the Seleucid thorax and the pilum as well, and yeah, they're doing some damage. But yeah, I mean, the thorax as well for the Macedonians thrown back. And they will fight on. I mean, actually, as I said, that the defenders weren't going to commit anything more. They've committed some late Carthaginian hoplites here. And they are going to sit in that choke point now, and they're going to see what goes on. I mean, the thing is that this choke point's not really a winning battle for the defenders, because these light Persian archers here are just going to be able to shoot into the flanks, and flank shots are really deadly in Rome 2 when you're certainly in a siege like this. So that's a losing fight there for the defenders, really. A winning fight, though, at the moment, it seems, is this Lusitani one. Lusitani against his Desert Legionaries seem like it's going rather well. Let's see how many kills these Desert Legionaries have got. 56, not bad. They are relatively healthy. They've only lost 4 men. So they're doing pretty damn well. They keep losing 4 men for every 56 kills. Well, they'll be into the thousands with kills. I don't think that'll carry on, though. Eventually, every unit bites the dust. However well it starts. Then again, if you had a super elite unit against a horde of like really trashy units, maybe that could get thousands of kills. That'd be quite interesting to see in a siege battle. And we do have another desert cohort, which are slightly better than desert legionaries. They are being sent in. And actually, we have Lusitani's general that's been sent in already. That shows kind of like the Lusitani is kind of running out of elite troops, and feels like he needs them to just push on. He's also got cavalry here, Scutiari cavalry. That's just going to be kind of redundant at this point. It's not much, but yeah, he's like sending his. He's got a fresh Lusitani noble there that he's chosen not to send in over his general. His general is doing okay. He's winning decisively actually now against his desert legionaries, but yeah, it's a risk, and also like you want to call on your general just in case. Rome's general's now in here as well. I wonder whether the defenders will choose to shoot him down. I mean, there's some tribal slingers up here. They could do just that. And the hoplites here going to join the thorax of Macedon and fighting the thorax of Seleucids. And it's a battle of thorax, as you can see here. Both sides look basically identically the same, with like just barely like the Seleucids more in like red and like blue. And there's Macedon's in like yellow and like a maroon sort of color. Rome has committed his infantry now to this fight as well. So you can see their armored legionary's also been thrown in. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how many troops really Numidia has left. It doesn't have too many. He has a few, actually. Well, I'd say he has quite a few left, just not in the same area. I thought he was just defending that one area, but he's got troops scattered all over the place. A lot of his skirmishers at the back of the map, I guess saving them for later, along with his, I presume his general is also back here as well. Can't see him, actually. Where is Numidia's general? I don't know. He's got more legionaries here, and he's got a Numidian light infantry there as well. I guess protecting this way just in case an enemy unit sneaks in. We've got an artillery piece over there as well. But yeah, no. I don't know where his general's actually got to. Hopefully his general used... Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, hopefully his general used the ones in that chariot that got sallied out earlier. If that was Numidia's. But it looks like Desert Cohort ready to go. And we also got some Thorax. These guys are getting focused down right now by archers. Actually, foolishly... the Seleucids have brought in their archers, and that's actually going to make this fight a little bit tougher now for the defenders. For the attack, sorry. The defenders are probably appreciating that they've changed their angle. See hoplites, and we've got late Carthaginian hoplites waiting here. Again, both sides just, I mean, both the defenders and the attackers, a bit reluctant to go into that choke point fight. Maybe probably because if either one moves up or moves down this, like, ramp, it favors the other side. Lusitani Spears. They've finally pulled out that general, even though he's making good progress. He lost about 30 men. The Desert Legionaries over here, they're now battling against the much more lightly armored Spanish troops here. Maybe this will be the unit that we see. Not get thousands of kills, we get maybe a few hundred. Just from killing, not mob-like units, but pretty low armored units. Yeah, these legionaries are doing alright. Let's see how many kills they're on now. They were on 56 when we last checked. Oh, there's a Desert Cohort in as well, but legionaries 128, so a bit better, but nothing like incredible. Nothing incredible just yet. And look at this, Roman legionaries fighting Numidian legionaries. A good old fight. The Romans did teach the Numidians after the defeat of, or to help with the defeat of Hannibal, how to fight in a Roman style. That's how you get Roman legionaries. Oh, these are actually Desert Cohort. Oh, sorry, you get Numidian legionaries. But yeah, these are Desert Cohorts. These are the more elite legionary style troops. We'll see how they do. I mean, they got support of pikes. To the Romans, they actually have some of the best pikes in the game, silver shield pikes supporting them, and that will certainly help in this fight here. Desert Cohort are dropping a little bit. But Armored Legion is losing. I guess it's maybe down to missile fire or what, but actually this is also losing. Oh my gosh, they're getting vaporized. That unit went from about 100 down to 70 in a matter of seconds. And now it's the turn of the Thorax to take over. Honestly, I just retreat so these pikes can get flanked. Or you need to get archers up there to help shoot them. One or the other, they need to do something. Just because these pikes need dealing with, they are elite pikes. Killing them would be a good little bonus. And you can see here, Lusitani veteran shield warriors losing, as are the spears here. And these legionaries are doing a good job. No wonder they don't need to send more here. They're routing all of these Lusitani swords. Looks like we're seeing more veteran shield warriors go. Yeah, more veteran shield warriors go in. Might see the same result though, honestly. These guys are solid, are these Numidian legionaries. Getting some serious kills. Some serious kills and a serious game. Maybe that'll be the name of the replay, the name of the battle. I doubt it, but it would be a cool name, I guess. Serious kills and a serious game. I guess every Total War game, though, to some extent, is fairly serious. I don't think anyone takes a battle for granted. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to be the next Caesar, the next Alexander of Total War. I wonder if anyone thinks like that. I don't know. Maybe they do. Carthaginian hoplites are getting annihilated here by pikes and armored swords, armored legionaries, getting absolutely annihilated. You can see the eagle there, SBQR, floating in the background, proudly leading his men forward. He's like, charge men for the eagle! And you can see here actually we've got Numidian legionaries as well, Desert Cohort being caught out of position, and more Desert Cohort here as well. Not really ready and set up for these eagle cohort that are making progress now. Thorax also here as well, also getting ready, going in. They're just throwing whatever they can in. The pikes are starting to lose though. They're losing decisively with 111 men left. They are getting focused. And as that unit will get weaker and weaker, they will get closer to breaking. I mean, at the moment they're okay. I don't know why everyone bought some elite cav. I mean, yeah, they've got elite cav there. I mean, we've got a general here. Let's say elephant unit. This is a big risk, bringing a elephant general in my opinion, because they can like just go berserk and then that's your general berserk and who knows what happens then. So much eagle cohort out here waiting and armored legionaries. And now this center point here is also being attacked once again. Hoplites losing decisively, no surprise. These hoplites for Macedon are just not up to the scratch and not up to beating anything that's seriously elite. Romans here will cut through him like a hot knife through butter. And it looks like we might be about to get more. Oh, no, actually, in fact, we're going to see a retreat. I think it. Oh, yeah, a general retreat has been called because Scutari Cav is in the back lines. They are actually trying to deal with these Carthaginian hoplites. They did actually not leave their post. Brave men. But they are getting rear charged, and these Scutari Cav have a rough time. If these legionaries turn around, they should be okay. And I don't know, they don't want to run away too much. They don't want to lose men unnecessarily. Yeah, they're better going in. The Scutari Cav is only medium melee. I think you kill it pretty easily with these Desert Cohort. But yeah, it's not looking good over here now. Big problems for the defenders, who are starting to call a retreat. But they do have lots of good stuff back here. They have African pikes. We've got more Desert Cohort. More archers, more pikes, and hoplites. We've even got some like companion cav being brought by Macedon. Don't know what he plans to do with them. I'd possibly have sided them out maybe, or I don't know. I don't know, maybe. A perfect unit, you know, for this general would have been a horse archer unit. Like, you just go and like use the horse archer, you get the range ability, plus you're much quicker than the elephant, so you could just run around him and just try and pick him off. That would be a great little move you could do. But just to remind you, this Numidian rider that we saw right at the beginning of the siege, still here. Still patiently waiting. And they're going to probably just go for any sort of kills that they can, maybe if it's archers or a general if he's weak. certainly Rome's gen will be a prime target to go for later in the game, because that Legatus isn't the strongest unit in the world. As you can see, there's a mass retreat here. Not a mass rout, just a mass retreat by the defenders. I mean, they actually are sacrificing another Numidian unit here, Desert Cohort, and actually even some Thorax as well to hold this next point. And the Romans are getting ready. And this is a pretty banged up legionary unit, but it's going to go in. It also helps waste some of this ammunition here, the Desert Cohort, as they just fire fruitlessly into the back of their own troops. I do like how, like, you see the death animations, and you see, like, the Romans get stabbed in their, like, chest, where they have, like, their really heavy segmental armor. I don't know how that quite works, but there you go. Maybe there's a chink in the armor. Who knows? Scutiari here, though, still going. They're going to actually be followed by a general here of Rome. If this general gets a bit close, definitely want to mobilize this companion cavalry here, which is actually moving. And it looks like he is actually going in that direction. It looks like he is wanting to go up onto that slope and maybe intercept him. If they can get that Roman gen, that would be huge. Help morale massively against the Romans. The Romans probably having the most intact army left on the battlefield. The Numidian Rider is moving as well. Not that it's really doing too much. But here we go. Fighting still going on over here. Keep up the fight, boys! We've got the Thorax in behind waiting. You see the Romans up here, though, on the wall. Really nice play here by the Romans, getting their Eagle Cohort up here. And they're going to javvy into the flank of these Numidians here. And then, obviously, the Macedonians after. Yeah, they've got a pretty nice angle. It's trying to show you that. Look at that angle that they got down there. Just javvying down. Don't mind them. They're just going to keep throwing pilum into your back until you eventually die or break. So that's a really nice little move there. And, I mean, you don't see defenders, attackers or defenders really using the walls enough. Really to get flanks and to use their archers and their infantry as much as in some games. But yeah, this game, seeing a lot of good plays. Barrel Slingers up here on the ridge line trying to get some good shots. Actually, instead of themselves getting focused down by Cretans. Those Cretans just have the better angle. Barrel Slingers can't exactly get easy shots off here, and yeah, they're suffering for that. Put it like that. They are suffering. Eagle Cohort here. I think they're out of javies, but they're not going to come down the wall either. They'd want to quite happily say. But actually, there's another one along here. This one is fighting Desert Cohort on the wall and is winning. Even though they're very heavy against heavy. I guess the Eagle Cohort just have a... I believe they have like pretty insane stats. Actually no, 60 melee defense. I guess because that's because they're defending the Eagle. Only 57 melee attacks, the same as the Legionaries. Or the as the Desert Cohort. I think we've got through all the Numidian Legionaries. We're now just onto the Desert Cohort. It's a shame, I guess at the same time would make Seleucids really overpowered. In Rome 1 there used to be Seleucid Legionaries, like Silver Shield Legionaries, I think they were called, or something like that. Imagine if Seleucids had them in this game. I think they'd be the most well-rounded and most overpowered faction for sure. They'd be incredible. But it would be kind of cool to see, maybe in like a mod or something like that. There probably is a few mods that have them in there because lots of people would have played Rome 1 and thought, oh, Seleucus needs these guys for sure. But yeah, look at this round here. We've got Azar Knights now chasing off against the Companion Cav. Seems like Lusitania be given the job of attacking this northern point here. Well, I guess we'll call it northern point. Got pikes ready. We've got Libyan infantry all ready to go. I think they might have enough to stop the Lusitania. They've got some pretty banged up units, and what is left that is healthy is, I mean, they've got one healthy Lusitania noble. Yeah, most of their other infantry that's healthy or just left is pretty average infantry, like Iberians, like we were saying, or the veteran shield warriors, which are okay, but nothing like incredible. Persian light archers here, preparing, just sitting. I'm actually going to try and gun down these Cretans. These Cretans, though, being focused on by Syrian archers. Hopefully those Cretans are out of ammo, because otherwise they've got, yeah, they actually are. That's great. They actually have, you can see that they're out of ammo because they have their swords out. So this is great because the Syrians is wasting ammunition on a unit that's out of ammo. So I'm sure the Carthage is like, yeah, sure, you just keep shooting them. Just don't shoot any of my units that actually can be useful now. A little bit of a concern for the defenders is that they haven't taken out the Silver Shield Pike yet. And another concern is that the Romans have a lot of infantry left. Like, a lot of infantry. So, I would be concerned as the defenders how they're going to turn this one around. If they turn it around. Seems like they're just going to set up with their pikes. They're not even going to protect these guys, like stack some infantry on top. They're just going to let the pikes get shot at. And it looks like they're getting shot at by Balearic slingers. Just not auxiliary ones. Legit ones that fight for their country. Well, we might be able to see some infantry go in. It looks like we've got Lusitania nobles here. And also some veteran shield warriors. Well, oh no, they're just going to Javi. That's not a bad idea. Really good Javi volleys going off here, though. Onto the pikemen, which already lost about 50 men, which is incredible losses. And not a single man killed by the pikemen, which is a real shame. And this is the problem with pikes. You just don't throw them out in front. You need to have them as a supporting unit. So yeah, really Mastodon needs to retreat these guys, but they're probably spent already. Down to 70 men left. It's not like they're going to do much or change the battle much themselves now. Sadly. Need to see a comeback soon, or it's not going to happen ever by the defenders, I feel. But who knows? I've been many wrong. I've been many times have I been wrong. That's what I try to say in my YouTubing career, if you call it that. I throw all our teams out, down and out, and somehow they pull it out of the hat. Rome's up on the wall here, though, are still fighting fiercely against their legionary copycats of Numidia. Both sides, yeah, really fighting out. I mean, the Eagle cohort did have early success, but now I guess with the fresh cohort going up there for Numidia, it's getting a little bit more bogged down. We've got Javis as well, heavy skirmishes. Oh, and we have a elephant here. Look at this, out of control, and he's going to go into the back of his own troops. And out of control elephants do damage and kill their own men. So this is huge. Really good volleys there, though, by Numidia. And actually throwing fiery javelins. I'm not quite sure how you throw a flaming javelin, but there you go. Look at this. These javelins doing so much damage. Actually killing one of these armored elephants. And yeah, that is huge. I don't know what the player's going to do now. It'd be quite funny to see if the general actually accidentally stabbed his own elephants, kill them. Because that is an order you can do. You can just automatically kill your own elephants. They're out of control still. Might they go for round 2 just charging their own men? I don't know. We'll see. They are going to just charge up here and kill these archers. Well, not kill all of them, but kill some. Oh no, they're back under control. That is a shame. He's actually got his Numidian riders in there trying to do some damage. Or he's going to go for a rear charge, perhaps. Or a charge onto all these archers. Even better. These Numidian riders have done okay, you know, with the money they've been spent. 90 kills is okay. Keep killing off as many as you can. Oh, and into another Persian light archer. Really good charge there. Just keep doing what you can, boys. Keep charging them down. And the jabby's coming in. Oh, it's brutal. It is. And there you go. I think they've finally dealt with those archers. But yeah, I don't think that elephant general will be going forward anytime soon. I'm now seeing Macedon throwing cavalry here, companion cavalry. And then one of them being a general unit, just trying to hold back these Azat Knights. But the Azat Knights have been supported by Lusitani's spears. Not a fight that they want to get into unless they can get their own spears into the support. So yeah, Macedon losing this fight and potentially losing his general if he doesn't turn this battle around over here. As the Knights losing slightly. But these companion cav losing decisively. You can see the general retreating. Actually, it looks like they're going to try and pull the other one out as well. That's a losing fight there. I mean, they're using cavalry to try and hold this whole side back. We've got here Libyan infantry and more Libyans holding them up, holding them back for now. Oh, I don't know. I feel like the defenses are starting to crack. Balance of power, though, is not looking too great. It's not really changed too much, but here we go. Elephants coming back in again. This is, I don't know if they really should, because like the throwing javelins is going in. Yeah, and out of control again. They can just do a lot of damage to the Seleucids and the Roman troops. All those elephants. I mean, they'll do some damage as well to the Numidian troops, but they run away usually, and it ends up being they run through their own ranks. See the Indian armored elephants getting another volley of them in there, and another one dies. He's gonna just try and get them under control, I imagine, but they're coming back this way, so that's never a good sign. But like I said, the Romans need to lose their general to like even give the defenders a chance. The Romans just have so much left, it feels like. Still able to fire some jabbies off, still keeping these guys out of control, which is good. I mean, they just refuse to run into this big Roman blob down here, which there's some starting to lose, but not many. They could do with like I said, killing off Lusitani. But it's not happening right now. It's not happening. Azat Knights chasing off the armored Numidian riders. They still have the Macedonian general somewhere. He's actually just run off in that direction. It looks like they're gonna. The Azat Knights are desperate to kill a general. There's 3 very close around them right now. Cavalry going in. The noble cavalry here of Carthage fighting against the Seleucid Azat Knights. I imagine the Azat Knights should lose that fight, but who knows? Who knows in this weird and wonderful battle? Noble cavalry here is winning. Azat Knights still even combat even though, so it's not like it's out of their hands. I mean, if they can win this fight and somehow break these spears, then you can hammer and anvil. There isn't really much to stop them, and there's a lot of archers up there that could definitely be killed off. And it would also probably kill off Lusitani. But there's lots of ifs and buts there I've just thrown in. All it relies on right now is... Well, I mean, they've got to survive this cav fight here first. Azat Knights are losing, which is a good sign. Those elephants are back under control. We have got some Numidian lights here, I mean, that have causing some havoc. But as you can see, the choke point's been lost. Seleucids in Rome are successful in taking this point, and now it's on to the next line of defense, which is being held by Carthaginian pikes. Hoplites of Macedon. Really, the only place that can be aggressive, I feel like, is over here. And even still, this is a bit of a risk. The defenders need to be careful. Got mercenary armored noble fighters in here, not armored. And they have got armor, but not that much. And they're breaking some of these spears. They're doing some damage. Like I said, they need to break those spears so they can get at these cavalry. And if they can then kill all these, they can get in behind, kill these Roman archers, can get all the Seleucid ones as well. Even if they've got no ammo, it's just unit kills, like just doing damage to units. Again, Indian armored elephants going in, really being aggressive with this general as the Seleucids. Really wants to try and get some kills. So all he's going to do is cause his elephants to go berserk, which they are again. This time actually running through the formation instead of running back. But it means they are coming closer to his own men. I guess he could then get some spears or something to try and deal with these guys. But yeah, these armored elephants knocking over Credence. Now they run back through the spears. Even spears don't stop elephants. They're just like, yep, don't mind us. We're just going to keep trampling your men. We may be out of control, but who gives a damn? If these Libyans could throw a volley, though, this would really help probably kill the elephants. Javis against elephants. It's a great mix. Or pikes. They do have pikes here. Oh, they're not out of control anymore either, so that's a shame. The general's gone back into control and they're in combat with these hoplites. Keep whacking them down, boys. Oh, there you go. Javi's starting to go in now from the Libyan infantry. Again, killing a couple of these elephants off. That's what they really need. If they can kill this Seleucid general, I mean, this is one less army to deal with. But Seleucids really don't have anything left. They have like one silver shield pike. But yeah, they're really, really low on men now. And look at that, though. Like I said, they managed to get their cav up here. And Mercedes managed to rout all these archers. I don't know if they had ammo or what, but it's just more men to kill off. And they've done a really good job. If they can get after Rome's general, I guess that's the next win. I mean, he's up here on his own. The Rome's got like one little unit of evil cohort sort of defending him, but that's now moving in the wrong direction. So if they can kill a few generals off, that would help. If they can get the general here of the Seleucids, which I think they might have. No casualties sustained, but no general dead. He'll probably be the last elephant to fall. But yeah, it's looking good on this front. And if they can get, like I said, also hammer and anvil, the Lusitani might change it around, but it's a lot to ask. And the Roman general was very much aware that his legatus was under threat and has retreated him. But he's not going to be able to save these Syrian archers here, I don't think. I imagine the armored Numidian riders will run them down very easily. You can see the general here starting to waver and break, and he's not even dead. They can't even get this general somehow. How he's still alive, I don't know. He's just absorbing fiery arrows now. He's going to charge into the companion cav here. Just, these guys are like, excuse me, don't mind us. They're still dealing with a few units over here. Heavy Numidian skirmishers. Trying to retake the gates, I'm not sure. But Rome has a whole bunch of infantry up here just holding this gate for some reason. Looks like... Oh, they've broken through over here. I thought they were holding them with some Macedonian hoplites, but no, it's actually companion cav. Trying to hold back the lines. I feel like the defenders at this point have too much cavalry. All their generals are cavalry. They also brought this really expensive cavalry on the defense, which I don't know if Macedon really should have done. Speaking of pikes now. But they are about to do a hammer and anvil. Mercenary noble fighters going in the back lines, along with a cav general. They could just hammer and anvil what remains. Can at least get Lusitani off the map, and maybe also they'll get Seleucids. I'm not sure. It is really going to come down to Rome. I mean, I feel like this general doesn't want to pull through. He wants to try and kill off that slinger if he can. Should do easily enough. And you can see here Lusitani's general being surrounded. He's got companion cav and pikes squishing him. So that's another general that will be killed off. Got both the Seleucid and the Lusitani one dead. And it is down to Rome. And it is... As far as it's not even, but I'd say, like, I think it could be even enough. Rome's could blob up his infantry. He could lose his general at some point. Lose your general, morale can take all sorts of problems. I mean, the defenders have got cav, some solid cav as well. If they do some good hammer and anvils, it'll be good. Pikes also a problem. They haven't got any real counters to them unless they have healthy like infantry with javelins. Not the missile launcher, just normal javelins. In case you were thinking of the new modern one. But here we go. The last assault. We'll just fast forward a little bit as we wait for Rome to do something, really. Yeah, they seem quite content that the Romans to sit here, and the Carthaginians certainly are not really moving on. Though we might have a clash in a moment here. Mercedes certainly trying to do something with his cavalry, get it maybe in behind, maybe go for an hammer and anvil, but Rome is blocking off all the streets, they're having none of that. I mean, maybe if Rome engaged here, you could hammer and anvil quickly, but again, would be a bit of a risk. Mercedes not really got an army left, so you could just throw them in. More pikes here as well, so there's like so many pikes being brought up that the Romans certainly going to have a tough time going through. I think the Romans, though, can sneak through these ruins and flank there, so they might want to try that. They might also be able to sneak through these pillars. I'm not sure. I think you can. But I'm not sure. You might be able to. 4 minutes left, though. 4 minutes left to win or lose this battle. Plenty of time for a chain rout to take place. Where is that Roman general? Oh, he's very safe. You can see the Carthaginian one waiting patiently here. I think he's going to just wait, and if they can get that legacy, that's huge. But it will be interesting. Rome is one of those annoying factions that doesn't break instantly, you know, when you kill a general off. And you have to be patient. You have to be making sure that the Roman player is not seeing what's going on, because there's not much, like he's doing much micro. You can keep an eye on his general. You can keep an eye on all of his units, because they're all together. Pillen doing their bit, but not that much. Yeah, they're really just waiting. Are they just going to really wait it out? I don't know if it's going to come down to time, but I would have thought not, surely. Rome is just going to be patient. He's like really not thinking, let's just attack somewhere else where there's no pikes. Like, I don't know how he's being this, like, not, like, just once, not... Yeah, one side is kind of the wrong word, but like, you know, just like he's not recognizing that he's got more than enough infantry to attack every single spot if he wanted to now. He could just attack, like, he could attack here where the pikes are. He could also attack over here where there's hoplites and Libyan infantry. He could also just flank around and keep going around the, like, the edge by the coast. He could go anywhere. Like, he could really just do what he wanted, but no. Oh, we might be about to see an attack now. Here we go. Well, the Romans thought about it. For a whole minute, they were like, you know what, we'll go in. And I think they're going to commit to it now. They're just going to get poked to death by pikes. Is this the way they're going to go out? I hope not. They're trying to chase this Carthaginian general as well with a few units down here. Yeah, it seems as though the Romans... I don't know, I think it's going to come down to time. I don't think they're going to break through in time. I didn't realize it had been an hour-long battle. I guess maybe we just didn't start at the hour mark. We started a little bit after, but still. Romans, yeah. They're just not going to break through. And is this going to be like how the comeback is? It's not really a comeback. It's more just a survival. A battle for survival. At Carthage. You cohort sneaking through little gaps. It's like, things you got to realize. Like, there's little gaps in the map that you can exploit and use to your own advantage. But yeah, it seems as though Carthage is going to win this, I think, on time. He's going to hold the city, and it came down to the old two rivals, Carthage versus Rome. Of course it did, and there you go. It looks like this is how this battle is going to go down. And there you go, a costly victory for Carthage as they win on time. This one was sent in by Don't Ask Who. So there you go, Don't Ask Who sent it in. It was Don't Ask Who. But there you go. He got 235 kills with his archers and 225 with another one there. Pike's getting 125 kills. Sword's getting 204, the best one here, but Load's getting like high hundreds. And then his mercenary noble fighter's 224 kills with lots of kills, lots of men left. And then we have Emre, who was playing as Macedon, 148 kills with his companion cav. Archers 109. Hoplites really did not do that well. And his thorax sword's getting 152, the best one there. And then we have MSPO715, sounds like a postcode or something like that, or a zip code. And he was playing as Mercedes, 382 kills with his Numidian riders, really nice kills. Yeah, it was actually the Mercedes chariots that charged out, 82 kills for them, not too bad. Numidian riders getting 125 kills. Numidian heavy skirmish is getting 126 kills, and Slinger is getting 139. His Desert Cohort, 205 kills, the best one of them, and his Numidian Legionary is getting 204 kills, the best of those. And then we have the attackers with M. Telko getting 144 kills with his archers playing as Rome, 154 with the slingers. His Legionary is getting 280. Armor Legionary is getting 220. And his Eagle Cohort getting 258 by the looks of it, is the best of the bunch. They have Choker playing as Seleucids, 301 kills as Indian Armored Elephants, not too bad. He seems to have a lot of issues with them. Persian Light Archers getting 101 kills. His Pies getting 348 kills, 368 with the other one here. And then we've got Thorax Swords getting 125, the best of the bunch. 208, actually another one down here, so even better. 213 even better. And then Ready to Die playing as Lusitani, 130 kills with his Lusitani nobles, 175 kills with his Balearic slingers. Iberian Swords actually getting 201 kills, pretty incredible. Lusitani nobles getting 184, and his Veteran Shield Warrior is getting 166, and actually a better Lusitani noble getting 218 kills. Some really good kills there. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support, and I'll see you in the next one.